General Hospital spoilers for Friday, June 12th predict it is a day of reckoning in Port Charles. And if you have been paying close attention to the shadows stretching across the docks and the corridors of Windermere, let us start with the most unsettling development. If you ask me, the situation at the docks is far more dire than the surface reports suggest. We have seen Danny wandering, looking disheveled and frantic, reaching out to a stranger with a plea for help that sounds like a final cry in the dark. What if this is not just a teenage rebellion, but the beginning of a tragedy that will shake the foundation of the Morgan and McCall families? Valentine is terrified, and when a man like that starts issuing ultimatums to his own daughter, you know the stakes have hit rock bottom. He told Charlotte to stay away from Danny, but we all know the allure of the forbidden. It is highly likely that this warning will only serve to push them closer, creating a collision course that could leave both of them in the crosshairs of something much larger and more sinister. Meanwhile, the drama surrounding the imposter Nathan is taking a turn for the truly twisted. Nina is playing a dangerous game, walking right into the line of fire to visit the man she believes is a hero, unaware that she is actually comforting Cassius Phazon. It is chilling to consider that Jens shot him just to manufacture a clean escape, a tactical move that shows exactly how cold-blooded he really is. But the ripple effects are already being felt. Nina is distracted, and while she is busy playing the concerned friend, she is also keeping a watchful eye on Ava. We are seeing a side of Ava that is rare, raw, vulnerable, and clearly haunted by a conscience that she has spent years trying to suppress. It is highly likely that Ava is carrying a secret that could burn her world down, and Nina senses it. Could this mean that Ava is being drawn into a trap, or is she the one who is about to set the trap for everyone else? And then there is the ongoing nightmare at Windermere. Carly is playing a high-stakes game of chicken with destiny, and it seems like she is about to lose. She ignored every warning, every plea from Valentine to hold back, and now she finds herself face to face with the true face of the enemy. When Cullum looks at her and tells her he has not even started with her yet, you can feel the temperature in the room drop. This means that Carly is likely walking straight into the same prison that holds Jocelyn and Liesel. Can you imagine the psychological toll of being trapped in that cell? We know that Jocelyn and Liesel are already plotting, with Jocelyn wisely telling the doctor that their only power right now is to delay the inevitable. But what if delay is not enough? What if they are being kept alive for a purpose that is far more horrifying than we can currently fathom? This leads us to the heart of the matter, the project that is consuming everything in its path. It is highly likely that Liesel is the key to finishing what Britt started, and the pressure on her to comply is absolute. If she refuses, the lives of everyone she loves are on the line. The manipulation here is total. We are looking at a scenario where the heroes are being dismantled piece by piece, and the only hope for a rescue lies in the hands of people who are currently being systematically neutralized. If Carly is captured, who is left to sound the alarm? Valentine is preoccupied with his daughter, Sonny is dealing with his own internal wars, and the police are chasing shadows. The timing of this kidnapping, the secrecy, the cold efficiency, it all points to a plot that has been in motion for a very long time, and we are only just beginning to see the true scale of the devastation. There is also the matter of Christina. It is a rare moment of light in a very dark week, seeing her come clean to Sonny and Alexis about her medical school aspirations. It is a testament to her growth, but even this feels like a goodbye. She is stepping out of the chaos of Port Charles, and while her parents are supportive, one has to wonder if they are pushing her away to protect her from the storm that is coming. Or perhaps, in a cruel twist of irony, her path into medicine is exactly what this town needs, though she does not know it yet. What if her departure is the final piece of the puzzle that leaves her loved ones vulnerable to the very threats she is trying to escape? It is a classic soap trope. As one door opens for a new beginning, another door slams shut on the possibility of peace. We must also talk about the quiet, creeping tension in the Quartermaine household. Brooklyn is spiraling, and the pressure of her secret is turning her into a liability that someone is bound to exploit. If she confesses, she destroys her future. If she keeps quiet, she destroys her soul. The fact that she is looking for an exit strategy or perhaps an apology tells me that she knows the walls are closing in. Is it possible that the crash was not an accident, but a deliberate act of sabotage that she has been trying to bury? If the truth about that night comes out, it will not just be Brooklyn who falls. It will take down everything she has built with Chase and potentially fracture the entire family dynamic. Looking at the broader picture, the return of Jens and his orchestration of chaos suggests that this is not just about the fusion project. It is about total control over Port Charles. They are hitting Sonny's assets, they are infiltrating the medical community, and they are using the most innocent people as leverage. Every time we think we have a handle on who is pulling the strings, the perspective shifts. Could it be that the real mastermind is someone we have been ignoring all along? Someone who has been standing in the shadows, watching the board, and waiting for the right moment to strike. The psychological warfare being waged right now is unparalleled. They are not just breaking bodies, they are breaking minds, forcing people like Liesl and Jocelyn to reconsider their morality just to survive another hour in that cell. If you ask me, the most dangerous person in Port Charles right now is not the one with the gun, but the one with the information. Brennan is lurking, making deals, and promising the world to people like Willow in exchange for their cooperation. It is a classic Faustian bargain. Willow is being offered the truth about Drew, but at what cost? And what if that truth is a lie designed to lead her into an even deeper trap? The desperation in the air is palpable. Everyone is looking for an out, everyone is looking for a savior, but the reality is that they are all being herded toward a conclusion that is anything but heroic. We have to consider the role of the unexpected. The arrival of new faces, the shifting alliances, the sudden moments of vulnerability, these are not coincidences. They are the mechanics of a story that is accelerating toward a collision. The fact that Danny is begging for help near the docks should be the biggest red flag of the year. If he is in trouble, it means the security of this town has been completely compromised. It means that the sanctuary they once thought they had is gone. We are living in a time where no one is safe, and the secrets of the past are rising up to claim the future. What if the rescue attempt by Carly and Valentine is exactly what the enemy wants? What if they are being lured into a trap at Windermere, intended to finish them off once and for all? The psychological weight of that possibility is staggering. We are watching a slow motion car crash where we can see the debris flying, but we are powerless to stop it. The desperation, the fear, the sheer audacity of the plans being hatched, it is all building to a crescendo that will leave us breathless. Think about the implications of the current situation. If Liesl is forced to complete the project, and if the project is as dangerous as we suspect, the consequences could be global. We are not just talking about the fate of a few characters, we are talking about the potential destruction of everything we know about this world. It is highly likely that the next few days will determine the future of Port Charles, and if the current trajectory holds, the ending will be anything but happy. As we look toward the horizon, we have to ask ourselves, who will be left standing when the dust settles? Will Jocelyn and Liesl find a way out, or are they destined to become the first casualties of a war they didn't even know they were fighting? Will Carly find her daughter, or will she find only the echoes of a life that was once full of promise? And what of Nina, Ava, and the rest of the cast who are currently dancing on the edge of a blade? The truth is, we are all just spectators to a tragedy that is unfolding in real time, and the only certainty is that nothing will ever be the same again. The shadows are getting longer, the stakes are getting higher, and the clock is ticking down to a moment of absolute clarity. We are waiting for that one final reveal, that one piece of the puzzle that changes everything. But until then, we are left with the silence of the docks, the coldness of the cell, and the haunting question of who will be the next to fall. Are you ready for the fallout? Because if the last few days are any indication, the worst is yet to come.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.